Hi guys, I put this collection of videos together in response to the squat task number 2 from the technical model lecture, and that's in regard to powerlifting equipment and its effect on the squat. So I've included some film of different people squatting. The first two are using no equipment, so they're raw. The second two videos are using single ply squat suits, and one of the videos includes 2014's world record, and the final two videos are from the SPF Powerlifting Federation and use triple ply suits and the monolift. So pay attention to the videos and notice the different squatting strategies that these lifters employ to all accomplish what is essentially the same task, which is to squat. So equipment for the squat includes a squat suit and knee wraps, and these are used to increase performance, and that is to lift more weight once. They help lifters accomplish this because they're tight, very tight. I've actually seen 3 guys armed with bin bags and talcum powder trying to squeeze a fellow lifter into a squat suit for competition, and it's not a pretty sight. So it's been theorised by Blatnick et al. That the suit is used to release elastic energy on the ascent of the movement, and it helps the lifter maintain an upright torso and spread the load across the knee and the hip joint. And as John said a few lectures ago, while this increases stability, it comes at the cost of mobility because the suits are really tight, as I mentioned, and it takes usually a lot of additional weight to push the lifter down into a squat position. The suits are very specialist, and they require the development of specific attractor states because the movements are so specific, and a lot of practice as well. Similarly, knee wraps can be worn in equipped competitions and training to increase stability and mechanical output with the return of elastic energy. Lake et al. Found that the use of wraps actually altered the squat technique and changed the muscles targeted by the exercise, and they went on to say it could possibly compromise the knee joint with the amount of pressure into the joint with the tightness. However, in a powerlifting meet where a lifter is trying to accomplish lifting the most they've ever done, usually they'll do whatever they have to get the weight up. So as a quick aside, it was John Inzer that created the first piece of powerlifting equipment in the early 80s, and that was a bench shirt. But since then, the design and materials of equipment have continued to be developed. Some federations, like the SPF and the last 2 videos, will allow canvas, denim and multi-ply polyester designs that are super stiff, while other federations like the IPF and the lifters in the middle 2 videos are much more restrictive and only allow the use of single ply polyester supportive suits. And while this is helpful, they're much less stiff than the triple ply stuff. So the powerlifting squat differs from the Olympic squat, as Haley mentioned, in that the bar's lower and the hip moment arm is increased whilst the knee moment arm is decreased. There's a much more trunk lean with the powerlifting squat, and that involves the low back to a much further extent. And the depth of the squat is wherever the federation deems it acceptable. In the